The spring when I was 3, after losing my parents, I was taken in by my aunt and her husband and became Masahiro Eto.
What? She can't start working again right after being discharged?
Until she regains her strength, she'll need someone to accompany her.
You're not alone, Masahiro.
I give a small nod at the words of my mother's younger sister, Yui Eto. The spring when I was 3, after losing my parents, I was taken in by my aunt and her husband and became Masahiro Eto.
Keep it under the water for a while, just in case we should go to the hospital later.
Yeah, thanks. Wanting to repay them for taking me in, I devoted myself to helping out every day. But one day, I messed up while cooking and ended up with a minor burn. Aunt Yui is always so kind. As the pain washes away from my finger, a warmth spreads through my heart, and then...
Mom, I lost my toy in my room. Come help me find it now.
The one whining was Ryoki, my cousin who was born a year after I was taken in. He's 4 years younger than me.
Sorry, Ryoki. Masahiro burned himself, so can you wait a little longer?
No way, I want to find it now.
Aunt, go help him. I have to keep my hand under the water for a while anyway.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Ryoki had always been clingy, but after learning I was adopted, he started resenting me.
Why do I have to eat the same food as him? Just let him eat cold rice or something.
How dare you say that? Apologize to Masahiro. He's the one who made this food, you know.
We love both of you equally. There's no favoritism here.
But no matter what they said, Ryoki's complaints were ignored, and he eventually started resenting my aunt and uncle too. Years passed, and now I'm 28. One day, I got a call from an unknown number. What? She collapsed? My aunt had suffered an acute myocardial infarction and was undergoing emergency surgery. I rushed to the hospital.
The surgery was a success. She's currently in the ICU, but she'll be transferred to a general ward soon. However, she'll need rehabilitation and follow-up visits before resuming her daily life. Recovery speed varies from person to person, so I can't give you an exact timeline for rehabilitation.
I was relieved that the worst-case scenario had been avoided, but now I had to face my aunt's condition seriously. Since my uncle passed away a year ago, the only family she had left was me and Ryoki, but my cousin was nowhere to be seen. Where the hell is Ryoki when Aunt needs him the most? Ryoki finally showed up at the hospital after my aunt had already moved to a general ward. Hey Ryoki, where the hell have you been all this time?
Who cares? More importantly, Mom, lend me some money. I want to buy something.
I can't afford that. I have to take time off work for now.
My aunt is a well-known culinary researcher who earns income from video content and column writing. She's not yet able to return to daily life. Taking time off is a reasonable decision, or so I thought.
What? She can't start working again right after being discharged?
She needs rehab and follow-up visits. Until she regains her strength, she'll need someone to accompany her.
So basically, she needs a caregiver? That's a pain in the ass.
What? It wasn't even caregiving, but even if it were, that was an outrageous thing to say.
I'm not dealing with that. No way I'm taking care of someone who can't even give me money.
How can you say that right in front of the mother who raised you?
Then you take care of her. You're the adopted one. She's already done enough for you.
That's enough, Ryoki. Whether you're adopted or not has nothing to do with taking care of your parents. It's okay, Masahiro. You must be busy too, so don't worry about me.
Alright, Aunt, you'll stay at my place. I'll take care of your rehab and hospital visits.
Ah, Masahiro.
It's fine, this is my decision. You and Uncle took me in when I lost my parents and raised me all these years. Let me return the favor now.
After all the money our family spent on you, that's the least you can do. Well, I'm counting on you.
What's with that cousin? That's unbelievable.
The next day, when I told Asumi Sakai about it, she got all worked up. I met her in culinary school, and now we run Bistro Sunday, a Western-style restaurant together. That's why I won't be able to come to the restaurant for a while.
Got it. I'll figure something out. So don't worry and focus on taking care of your family.
No, of course. I'll worry about it. If I can't eat Masahiro's food, what do I even have to look forward to in life?
Hey, calm down, Hikaru.
I've had enough of my sister's cooking. I need Masahiro's food for nourishment.
Oh, is that so? Then I guess I won't ever cook for you again. Or maybe you'd rather become the nourishment yourself.
Asumi, stop casually saying such terrifying things. Hikaru is Asumi's older brother, and a regular at Bistro Sunday. Since he's family, he often comes into the back of the restaurant.
Well, jokes aside, what you're doing for your family is admirable. You should be proud of yourself, Masahiro.
Thank you. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm causing trouble for everyone. I'll treat you to a meal again to make up for it.
Oh, I'll hold you to that. What should I request? Hamburger steak, omurice, or maybe fried shrimp?
Honestly, I wish you'd get this excited about my cooking too.
With the support of the Sakais, I was able to focus on caring for my aunt.
I'm sorry, Masahiro. I've lost a lot of strength and now I'm just burdening you.
This is nothing. You're the one going through the toughest time. Don't hold back.
Thank you, Masahiro. The doctor said I'd be able to walk again if I keep up with rehab, so I'll do my best.
When I burned myself back then, you took me to the hospital, didn't you? And you even found Ryoki's toy right away. I was so happy that you put me first.
Of course I did. You're our precious son. Even without considering that you're my sister's child, you've always been adorable to me.
Ryoki was so cute back then.
Yeah, I thought I cherished him just as much. Did we mess up somewhere?
No, you and Uncle talked to him so many times. I don't think there was anything more you could have done. My aunt and uncle treated us equally. It's not like they neglected Ryoki. He got what he wanted for birthdays and Christmas, and they paid for his college tuition.
What's wrong? Would you rather have gotten a different present?
Nothing.
But Ryoki was always grumpy and never explained why, leaving my aunt and uncle at a loss.
You don't have to be close with Masahiro if you don't want to. But at least tell us what's bothering you.
We took Masahiro in, and that's our responsibility. But we genuinely want to reach out to you too.
Shut up, just drop it.
In the end, Ryoki never reconciled with my uncle before he passed away, and now he only sees my aunt as someone to mooch money from.
Welcome! Oh, Yui! Hello, Asumi. I came by again while taking a walk for rehab. Once I build up a little more strength, I'll have to return home at least once.
1 month after being discharged, my aunt was able to walk using a walker, and I returned to work on reduced hours. Right now, she's staying at my apartment, and since Bistro Sunday is nearby, she's become familiar with Asumi, the staff, and her regular customers.
Yui, please hear me out.
Oh dear, what's the matter, Hikaru?
Because of her personality, people naturally gravitated toward her kindness. As a result,
That's exactly it. Given my position, things can get complicated.
I understand. If you spend all your time thinking about work performance and relationships, your mind is bound to overload.
Ah, Yui, you're so kind. Now I understand why Masahiro's cooking is so warm and comforting.
yeah, Bistro Sunday is lively as always. By the way, since having 2 Etos was confusing, Asumi and Hikaru started calling me by my first name.
Since I started coming to your restaurant, I've been getting lots of ideas. While listening to our regulars, they've shared their food preferences with me too. I think I could even help develop new menu items for Bistro Sunday.
Really? If you're gonna do that, we'll need to pay you.
No, I'll do it for free. Consider it my way of thanking you. Besides, you've supported me financially ever since you started working, and you even waived your right to inherit. You're not exactly rolling in money, are you?
It's true that I renounced my claim to my uncle's inheritance, and I understand why my aunt worries about me. But I shake my head and gently refuse her offer. No way, you're a professional, and I want to treat this properly. Let me do my job as a business owner. Also, our restaurant is doing pretty well. You can send me the bill without worrying.
I see. You've really grown up, Masahiro.
Of course, and besides, seeing you so full of life as you think about food, that alone is the greatest way you could ever repay me. Thank you for working so hard in rehab.
Oh, I'm just so happy to see how much you've grown.
After discussing things with Asumi, we introduced the new dishes my aunt developed at Bistro Sunday. Our customer base started growing, and we became busier than ever.
We somehow made it through the lunch rush. Good work, everyone.
Yeah, we really pushed through. My arms feel like they're gonna fall off.
I knew Yui was a well-known culinary researcher.
I knew she had a big following from her cooking videos, but I didn't realize just how much. She even promoted us on social media, so that probably played a role.
I see. But you know, it makes perfect sense. You two really are mother and son. I mean, Yui's warm, comforting dishes are just like yours, Masahiro.
You think so? I mean, I'm not actually her son.
That doesn't matter. What's important isn't whether you're biologically related, it's how you spent your lives together. Anyone who sees you two can tell how much you respect and support each other.
I see. Thanks, Asumi. To outsiders, I'm just her nephew, never truly part of her family. That feeling of resignation started to fade a little with Asumi's words.
I'm fine. I adjust things based on how I feel. Besides, eating here always gives me a boost of energy.
She no longer needed a walker to get around and had started easing back into work.
Good night, Yui, Masahiro.
Yeah, good work today, Asumi.
Take care on your way home.
That night, my aunt stayed at the restaurant until closing, and we left together. Then, a voice I hadn't heard in a long time rang out.
Mom! I saw your cooking videos in magazine column. Why didn't you tell me you went back to work?
Doki, why are you here?
I need to borrow money. The deadline to repay some loans I took out is coming up. You're working again, so you should have some extra cash, right?
After all this time, and the first thing out of your mouth is money? You can't even ask how she's doing first?
Stay out of this, outsider. This is a parent-child matter. Besides, I had to borrow money because she went and got herself hospitalized. That means she has an obligation to clean up the mess.
Just as I was about to lose it over his selfish logic, my aunt let out a small sigh. Then...
Doki, did you really think I wouldn't notice?
What are you talking about?
I may still be staying at Masahiro's place, but now that I can live normally again, I've been returning to the Eto house from time to time. You've been stealing and selling my things, haven't you?
That's ridiculous. A thief must have broken in. That's what happened.
I considered that possibility, so I secretly installed security cameras. And guess what? I caught you on video taking my accessories and clothes.
Ryoki still lives in the family home, but to avoid running into him, my aunt only went back when he was out for work. She also installed the cameras in places where they wouldn't be noticed.
Parental theft isn't a criminal offense, but I can still file a civil suit against you.
You're not seriously gonna sue your own son, are you?
Yes. If you keep acting this way, I have no choice.
Why? Mom and Dad, why were you both so soft on him?
What are you saying? We loved you both equally.
That so-called equality is the problem. Why should I, the biological son, be treated the same as some adopted outsider? If he weren't around, all the money would have gone to me. I could have had a better life.
That's right. No matter how he was treated, Roki could never be satisfied. To him, the very fact that our aunt and uncle loved me was an injustice. Do you really believe what you're saying?
Of course, you stole her family's money.
Then why didn't you just say that to them? But when they asked what was wrong, you never answered. That's because even you knew your demands were unreasonable. Roki clenches his mouth shut. I must have hit a nerve. I won't deny it. I was treated better than I ever deserved. I can only be grateful to my aunt and uncle. That's why I waived my right to my uncle's inheritance. I didn't need it.
Huh, that's not nearly enough. You shouldn't have even gone to high school, let alone culinary school. How much more of my parents' money do you need before you're satisfied?
What are you talking about? He used the inheritance from his birth parents to pay for culinary school. We were going to cover the costs, but Masahiro insisted on using his own funds.
What?
We never told you because we thought comparing finances would only make you feel worse. But between you and Masahiro, we actually spent way more on you.
Then what about the restaurant? They couldn't have opened a place like that at their age. You guys must have funded it, right?
Wrong. Bistro Sunday's investor was my family.
Your family?
The founding family of Lovekoi Corporation.
What?
His reaction was understandable. Lovekoi Corporation was one of Japan's biggest companies. Hikaru was the son of its president and a strict heir in training.
Unbelievable. I thought I'd drop by since my sister was taking forever to come home. Just to be clear, we didn't invest because it was a family member's restaurant. We did it because we were confident in its success.
Masahiro was a top-performing student, receiving offers from prestigious restaurants. After graduation, he got a job at a first-rate establishment, but he turned them down to partner with us.
I didn't care about prestige. Hikaru's vision for the restaurant really spoke to me. And honestly, Bistro Sunday is thriving thanks to Hikaru's business expertise. Hikaru gives me occasional business advice, and as thanks, I cook for him at my own expense. Honestly, it's too cheap a trade-off, but Hikaru values my food the most, so I can't argue.
Oh, by the way, you do realize Lovekoi Corporation is a client of your company, right? Ryoki Eto, I've already heard all about you. Despite your lack of ability, you live far beyond your means. Instead of wasting time here, why don't you focus on working before debt collectors come knocking at your office? And if you continue to harass Yui or Masahiro, I won't stay quiet.
But please, just don't report this to my company.
That depends on your future actions. Personally, I despise people who think their parents will always bail them out. And I have no respect for those who can't fairly evaluate others. But ultimately, this isn't my decision to make.
As Hikaru finishes speaking, my aunt quietly begins.
When I found out I was pregnant with you, I knew I wanted to cherish you more than anything. The first time you called me Mom, I was so happy that all my exhaustion just disappeared. Do you remember the toy I gave you when you were 6? You loved it so much that every time you lost it, you'd throw a fit.
This one.
He held onto it tightly, refusing to let anyone take it from him. Back then, he hadn't yet come to resent me. He simply basked in his parents' love.
When you found out Masahiro was adopted, we tried to talk to you, but we could never see eye to eye. It was painful, but not once did I stop loving you.
Why are you saying all this now? It's too late to realize this now.
That's not true. Auntie and Uncle have always tried to reach you. You were the one who kept looking away. With a final muttered sorry, Ryoki left.
So, shall we consider this settled for today?
Yes, judging by his state, I doubt he'll come back to bother us again.
Yes, I think so too.
After that, Ryoki left home and repaid my uncle for everything he had taken. He also started paying off his debts little by little on his own.
I'm really gonna have to work hard from now on.
My aunt officially filed to disinherit Ryoki, and the court approved it. He had already squandered my uncle's inheritance, and his future would be a tough road. What's with that look, Auntie?
Oh, don't mind me. My face just naturally lights up when I'm happy.
Near Bistro Sunday's closing time, my aunt's playful voice echoed through the restaurant.
I mean, it's like a dream come true. Masahiro and Asumi are dating.
After everything, I confessed to Asumi, and we became partners both in business and in life.
Masahiro, you can start calling me your dear big brother now.
Brother, don't smother him. I'm really glad I recovered. Because now I get to see Masahiro so happy.
I'm happy because you're healthy, Auntie. I'll keep working hard to bring even more happiness to you. No matter the blood ties, people can become family if they nurture their bond. And even with family ties, taking them for granted can sever that connection. I want to build a home where people can always feel full and at ease.
Yeah, warm and comforting. Just like your cooking, Masahiro.
Expressing gratitude and supporting each other through pain. These small actions, one by one, are the keys to happiness.
And even after the infamous defeat at the Battle of Red Cliffs, Cao Cao lamented, saying it would have been different if Guojia were there. I'm Hikaru Kuon, a 24-year-old history teacher at a high school in Tokyo. My specialty is Chinese history, and if it's about the Three Kingdoms, I'm confident I could talk about it non-stop for a week. Sorry. Let's get back to the topic. Before I realize it, I sometimes end up talking about the Three Kingdoms, which my students occasionally point out. Skiing? I haven't gone since I was a student. On my way home from work, my old friend from school, Satoshi Ujiie, had invited me to go skiing. Don't worry, you were good at it, and thanks to you, I improved a lot back then. Stop playing those Three Kingdoms games until midnight every day and get some fresh air once in a while. Is he spying on my life? It's true we often went skiing together during our student days, but after becoming working adults, we had fewer opportunities. And so, I was persuaded by Satoshi, whose negotiation skills could rival a professional's, and a few days later, I found myself at the ski resort. It's a hassle when I go with you because girls always flock to us. Unlike me, Satoshi is a good-looking guy who even won a national tennis championship. Whenever we went skiing, there was always at least one woman who would approach him. That's harsh. I just wanted an excuse to hang out with you. Yeah, got it. After skiing for a while, Satoshi and I took a break in the resting area, sipping on hot chocolate.
Excuse me? Hey, you two.
A lively voice called out to us, and we turned to see two women walking over.
Hi there. Would you mind if we joined you for a bit? Oh, wait a second. Isn't it rude to suddenly approach people like that? Oh, come on. They say the god of romance blesses the slopes, don't they?
Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? This isn't my fault. It's clearly because of this guy's face. Your friend couldn't make it? From what they told us, they seemed to be a senior and junior from their school days. Maria Domoto, the cheerful baby-faced one, was our age, while Agiha Otowa, the cool one with black hair, was a year older.
Our friend wasn't feeling well, and since she's experienced, we were hoping she could teach us. That's right. I'm a beginner, and I feel uneasy skiing alone with Senpai. So could you teach us? You know, sorry, I won't insist. Please feel free to refuse if it's too much trouble.
Huh, it's understandable to feel uneasy as a beginner. There's also the risk of injury. Hikaru, what do you think? I don't mind. I'm not sure how well I can teach though. When we were students, we had more free time, so it wasn't a big deal. But now that my free time is precious, it feels like a hassle. Still, I understood the concern about injuries, and so I reluctantly nodded.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Yep, Ageha's doing great. Maria, well, she still needs a bit more guidance. I've lost count of how many times I've seen Maria fall and Satoshi help her up during this past hour. I wasn't doubting her status as a beginner, but something felt off. Hey Hikaru, I need to use the restroom for a bit. Can I leave them to you? Sure, go ahead. Now filling in for Satoshi, I became the main instructor for the two women. So, when you want to turn, you just need to bend your knees slightly. Don't overdo it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was too tense earlier. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it bit by bit.
Also, focus on ensuring the ski edges are firmly in contact with the snow.
Oh, sure.
By the way, when you fall...
That's enough.
Maria glanced at Satoshi, who was returning, and interrupted me.
You can continue teaching Senpai, Hikaru. I'll learn from Satoshi. Hey, that's really rude. You're asking for help, so what's with that attitude? But isn't it more efficient one-on-one? Satoshi is back now, so it's not unreasonable, is it? You know, Sorry, Hikaru. Could you help just me for now?
Noticing that Ageha seemed to be holding back her words, I understood her intent. She must have decided that splitting up would be less of a bother for me. I had a hunch before, but this person is surprisingly kind despite her cool demeanor. Sure, if I'm okay with you. And so, Satoshi rejoined Maria while Ageha and I separated to continue skiing. That said, Ageha already had the basics down, so there wasn't much for me to teach.
I'm sorry for troubling you like this. We've inconvenienced you on what was supposed to be a fun outing with friends.
It's fine. I've dealt with women like her before.
Oh, I see. Actually, I was supposed to come here today with a close friend. I can ski a little, but I still feel uneasy without an experienced companion, so I'm grateful for your help. That girl, Maria, I mean, we just happened to meet here. Funny how that works, huh?
So you didn't come together? Ah, that makes sense now.
Huh?
I thought she had another purpose besides just enjoying skiing.
Hikaru, you're the type to say exactly what's on your mind, aren't you? It was written all over your face earlier that you found this a hassle.
You caught me. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Honestly, I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about this either. That said, I'll apologize for my junior's behavior.
Seeing Ageha politely apologize cleared up some of the lingering unease in my mind. And then, a few days later on a day off...
Ageha! I'm really sorry about the other day. Huh?
Ah, that alternate ending was absolutely amazing. It was the reason I became a fan of Guojia.
I totally get it. The part where Guojia burns his final flame of life and takes down Yu with him really struck a chord with me too.
Ageha and I unexpectedly found ourselves deep in a discussion about the Three Kingdoms. Apparently, Ageha became interested in the Three Kingdoms due to her older brother's influence, and they played games about it together. It seemed the tension between us had dissolved, as she had stopped using formal language without either of us realizing it. It's nice to meet someone else who likes Wei. In Japan, Shu is overwhelmingly popular.
Yes! I'm particularly fond of Sima Yi. To protect those he cared about, he took on the role of a villain and destroyed evil nations for the sake of those he loved. That's the tragic figure of a hero born of chaos!
Whoa, That's straight out of the image created by recent dramas. Sima-Yi rose through the ranks in Wei, led a rebellion, seized the country, and laid the foundation for the Jin dynasty. Historically, he's a traitor, but recent dramas have depicted him as a dark hero.
Agiha? Sorry, I got caught up in the discussion. Are you feeling okay now? Yeah, I'm completely fine now. Sorry for not being able to join the ski trip. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your help back then.
Ageha's friend, who hadn't been able to join us due to illness, bowed to Satoshi and me.
This is the first time I've seen Ageha talk so much with a guy.
After that, we had a meal with Ageha's friend. The topic turned to something I would rather not recall, Maria Tomoto.
I was shocked to hear later that you encountered her. She was especially rude to you, wasn't she? Even though you helped Ageha, she made you uncomfortable.
That day, even after we finished skiing and regrouped, Maria's unpleasant remarks continued.
Wow, you two seem to be getting along really well, aren't you? So, Senpai, the way you're defending her must mean... Ooh, I see. Why didn't you just say so earlier? I mean, Ageha Senpai is super gloomy, and you're both introverts. You're a perfect match, aren't you?
Don't you think that's a little out of line? Ageha's your friend and senior, right?
Oh, wow, so cool. It's like you're a hero protecting the one you love. I'm not bothered. We were just senior and junior in a club back in the day, and today was another coincidence. But honestly, I think it's a bit much for someone who can't even ski to loiter around the slopes waiting to be picked up. I wasn't waiting to be picked up or anything, but meeting someone as amazing as Satoshi was definitely lucky for me.
Maria's words replayed in my mind as Ageha's friend grew visibly upset. It's fine. I'm used to dealing with teenagers. But I've never met one quite that unpleasant.
You're pretty blunt, Kulon. I like how straightforward you are. It's refreshing. Ageha saying something like that? That's a first. It's nice to see you two getting along so well.
Satoshi? What's wrong? You're unusually quiet. Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. I've just been really busy and tired lately. When I spoke to him, Satoshi hurriedly put on a smile, but I could tell he was hiding something, so I kept my gaze on him. Hey, don't look at me like that. You'll make me fall for you. As usual, he brushed it off with his typical playful teasing. Maria, sorry to keep you waiting.
Satoshi! Good morning. Thank you for coming today.
About a month after the ski trip, Satoshi met with Maria.
If I introduce such a handsome boyfriend to my friends, they'll be so surprised.
Maria leaned into Satoshi sweetly. Since the ski trip, Maria had latched onto him. After relentless advances, Satoshi eventually agreed to a trial relationship after our dinner outing.
Wow, so you're just as charming as she said. I thought she was exaggerating, but Maria, you really pulled it off this time.
Satoshi was at Maria's favorite cafe, having a meal with her and her friends.
Satoshi and I were fated to meet on that snowy mountain. It was love at first sight. Didn't you get dumped by two guys earlier this year after saying the same thing? Shut up! Don't bring that up now.
You've known her since high school, right? Has Maria always been this forward in relationships?
Hey, Satoshi!
Why not? When else would I get to ask this? Satoshi winked at Maria again, then turned his gaze to her friends.
Oh, absolutely. We have plenty of funny stories from back then.
The two friends' faces lit up with excitement, clearly eager to dish out tales from the past. You know, I was curious. Since Maria is so rude, I wondered what kind of people would be friends with someone like her. Satoshi's blunt words stunned all three women. Honestly, it's surprising. If it had just been me, Kuon, and Ageha, the ski trip would have been fun. But Maria kept making unpleasant comments and ruining the mood.
Wait, Satoshi? What's going on? You said you liked me, didn't you? That's why we're dating, right?
You think someone who constantly insults others is attractive? No way. That day, you ruined Kuon's mood and embarrassed yourself. I came here today to see what kind of people could tolerate being friends with you. Either they are incredibly forgiving, or they are just like you.
What? What? What?
I've interacted with many women, so I can tell right away. Maria, you desperately find boyfriends just to show off to your friends and feel superior. I don't mind that, honestly. Satoshi's voice was lighthearted, but his words hit Maria hard. She was visibly trembling. But you crossed the line when you insulted Kuon. So, I pretended to be your boyfriend to teach you a lesson. I'm handsome, but I can be quite the jerk too, you know? I met Satoshi during our university days. At the time, he was struggling with family issues, including his parents' divorce due to their discord. To escape from reality, he threw himself into university during the day, while his nights were spent drinking, wandering, and pulling all-nighters with bad company. And that's when I, completely unaware of his circumstances, encountered Satoshi as he staggered around unsteadily. Are you okay? You shouldn't overdo it, or you'll regret it tomorrow. When I casually pointed that out, Satoshi froze for a moment before bursting into laughter. That encounter led to a friendship, starting with him chasing after me relentlessly. Kuon accepted me for who I am, a jerk with no pretenses. That's what true friendship is about. I hope you find friends like that someday.
Huh? Huh?
Satoshi placed a bill on the table and walked away. Maria and her friends were left speechless.
What's his problem? How dare he humiliate me like that in front of my friends? Ugh! They were all laughing at me like I was a joke. Why am I the one who has to go through this?
After parting ways with her friends, Maria stormed down the stairs of the pedestrian bridge, fuming. And then...
Huh?
Maria suddenly slipped, and her body was sent flying. The rain from earlier that morning had made the stairs slippery. Watch out! I happened to be walking by and instinctively caught her. You are...
Why? Why is it you in this kind of romantic situation?
Huh? Not realizing who she was when I helped her made it a bit uncomfortable. I stepped back, and she also retreated a few steps.
Thank you very much. I thought I was going to die. My heart's still racing. Does this mean...
Well, I'm glad you weren't hurt. Alright, I'll be on my way now.
Thanks to you I wasn't hurt. Could I perhaps treat you to something as a thank you?
No, your kind offer is more than enough.
Huh? You're declining my invitation?
I don't know why you're speaking from such a high horse, but I have someone I genuinely want to focus on right now. With that, I turned and walked toward her. Ageha stood waiting, and Maria smiled bitterly as she watched.
Ah, so you really have something going on with her. Well, whatever. You two seem like a good match. Take care.
Without another glance back, Maria walked away. Let's talk about what happened afterward. So, Maria Domoto?
From what I've heard, she's cut ties with most of her friends. Apparently getting rejected by you hit her harder than expected.
She even quit her job, stopped chasing men, and now stays locked in her room. It seems she spends her time obsessively following handsome video streamers. Hopefully, she doesn't stray further off course. Today, I was out shopping with Ageha, but she had been in a foul mood all afternoon. Ageha, what's with that face?
Oh, I was was just wondering who the kind teacher with someone to focus on might be.
I barely suppressed a laugh at her serious glare. Wait here for a second. I hurried off and returned with a package. Ageha, try this on.
Huh?
I wrapped a snowflake design bracelet around her wrist. I saw it at a stall and thought it would suit you. Plus, we met on a ski slope after all. Sorry it took me so long to say this. Ageha, I like you. Will you go out with me?
Soldiers should value speed, you know. Of course I will.
I realized I had been too scared to face the love right in front of me. Like Gojia was to Cao Cao, I want to strive to become someone who truly understands her.